Hello and welcome to the Radio Scilly video news. Sign up to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Radio Scilly.
The Scilly Lottery, thescillylottery.com.
The dog show to bring funds in for the Isles of Scilly Veterinary Support Group has been a success once again. The third of the events brought in £1,142 on the day. Before the events, Joe Probert from the group explained how important it is to have the Vet Support Group raising funds for the veterinary practice on the islands.
The main point is it will make things better for when your pet, be it a visitor or people that live, islanders, pets, it will make their lives so much better when they need care. Medical treatment, and it will save them having to be flown away. If your cat or your dog gets run over, what do you want? The bottom line is, what do you want when they're ill? You want the best possible treatment. You want them to be relieved from suffering as instantly as possible, and that's what our aims are purely to make lives better for animals in Scilly.
The weather held for the event at the Longstone Heritage Centre, and visitors and islanders turned out to show their dogs in categories including the one for the person who looks most like their pet. Joe Probert had hoped that there would have been no dogs at home at St Mary's on Saturday afternoon.
Let's hope not. I want them all at Longstone Heritage Centre.
It seems Joe's wish came through. Well, some of the winners: the most handsome dog was Beano, the prettiest bitch was Charlie, the defending champion from 2009 won the waggiest tail again, Millie, and the best owner and dog lookalike, Libby with Fernie. Ireland's vet Heike Dawn entered in that, and she had to hop to prove her point. You see, Heike's dog only has 3 legs. The best child handler was Estelle with Alfie, the best oldie Bridie, and the reserve best in show Beano, the winner of the most handsome dog. But the winner of the best puppy and the best in show was Harvey, owned by Darren Hart.
Harvey. We've just had him for 4 weeks now.
And where'd you get him from?
Newquay.
And what type of dog is he?
He's actually, we call him a Brussel, which is a Jack Russell crossed with a Border Terrier.
Did you have any idea you were going to win today when you entered him?
No, I mean, he's really young. He's younger than any other dogs I've seen on the island, so I knew he had a good chance with a puppy dog. But as far as best in show, that's a real surprise. But he's special to us no matter what.
All dogs behaved this year. Joe Probert, talking to us before the show, was worried there could have been a repeat of the 2009 incident.
The other one, interesting last year, Fetch and Retrieve, we had You Know Who You Are out there, you four-legged friend, decided to use the arena to have a wee, basically, let's put it like that. And so then every other dog that went to do the Fetch and Retrieve decided to join them and could smell the scent and also had a wee. So the times were a bit slow last year. We're hoping for better times.
A lot of money was raised for the building funds to build the new veterinary surgery, and Pam Manning was looking after that side of things.
Well, I'm delighted. We've had such generosity when they've come up and donated from visitors and islanders alike, because we need to just that last push for the 40 grand to finish the surgery. That's all we need. So it's drip feeding now over the next few months.
Pam started another service to raise money for the Vet Support Group, which should help people coming to the islands have to pack less.
That occurred last year because, as a smallholder, I was asked to lend out various items of equipment, like a dog bed or some towels because the dogs were wet. And I thought, well, I'm missing a trick here, because it saves them carrying bowls. A crate is ideal in a holiday let, because then you can relax when you go out for a meal, that the dog isn't trashing the place, and it can just stay in its little home. And it's worked. I've just received one back where 2 little dogs were happily in a cage during the evenings while their owners went out for the evening meals.
It can be a thankless task being a judge at an event like this, but Julie and Fraser Hicks agreed to do it for the 2nd year running. Fraser says he enjoyed the experience.
I think the puppies was the best one. All of the young dogs, that was nice to see all those out, and especially the little the one that won the best in shows. He was a winner, wasn't he?
In total, the Vet Support Group has to bring in £45,000 to meet the cost of building their new surgery in the Oldstown area and fitting out the surgery. Joe Probert says the whole day has once again been a big success.
Fantastic. What a turnout. So many dogs, look at all the children. We've got visitors, we've got everyone having just a fantastic afternoon. And best of all, the dogs having a lovely time, absolutely lovely time.
Do you know if there were more people this year than last year?
It would be close. I'm looking around, I would say maybe a few more. Dogs, looking about 50, 60 dogs. And all sorts of breeds, absolutely brilliant.
A St Mary's restaurateur says he wants islanders with guest houses or accommodation to explain to people staying why seagulls shouldn't be fed. Gaz O'Neill tells Radio Scilly News that they're becoming a menace and they've even started stealing food from diners' plates.
You've got, quite big and increasingly aggressive birds swooping on your table and actually taking stuff off of your plate. And then, a flock of them fighting over it right next to you, it's not nice for anybody. Small children, old ladies, anybody. It's not nice.
The Technical Services Department of the Town Hall say information on dealing with the birds is available from the council's one-stop shop. Gaz says, though, reading literature, although useful, isn't the answer. There are signs around Porthcressa, and people either don't see them or just don't take the information on board.
Yeah, probably a healthy combination of the two. Invariably people don't read signs, do they? No matter whether they're for their own good or not, But we've got a sign. We've had a sign up here for 6 or 7 years, and I know there are signs elsewhere. But either people aren't reading them or don't perceive it to apply to them or for it to be a problem. But all I'm saying is, I'm here every day, and I've seen the change, if you like. It is becoming more of a problem. So I'm just asking people, please, listen to our requests and don't come down with bagfuls of food, or if you can't eat all your chips from the chippy van, put them in a dustbin. Don't just sit there and think somehow you're doing something good by throwing them all at the seagulls, because it's not.
A weekend of music and yoga has been held at Carn Thomas Hall. The special event's been arranged by yoga teacher Emma Glidden. She invited her friend Jack Harrison over from Ireland. Jack's CDs of music have already been bought by islanders, keen to hear his music, which fuses traditional songs from his native island with Thai tracks used with yoga. Jack's a specialist in Anusara-inspired yoga, and Emma Glidden, who teaches on the island, says the sessions are well worth seeing. She also says the practice has many followers in Scilly because the results are apparent without too much time investment. It's a perfect way to keep the mind and body fit, particularly when people are busy at the height of the season.
There's many types of yoga, and those I've been teaching over here for about 8 years now. I started off doing quite a dynamic style called Ashtanga, which was where you had to be pretty fit to do it. So those of you who used to attend, I don't do that anymore. We've retrained in a more accessible form called Anusara, and we've got students who are 8 years old and students who are 84, and all sizes and shapes can participate. You can either have a really strong workout or have a very gentle and relaxing time. So it's a much more accessible form, and it's very heart-centred and uplifting, really. So you come out feeling like your day's gone better for having been to yoga. That's the plan anyway.
The Link organisation, the island's health watchdog, that monitors and can criticise or praise healthcare and social service delivery in the islands, say they're pleased at progress at Park House. There are plans to offer dementia care. It is limited, and Carol Clark from the organisation says things aren't perfect, but they are starting to make a difference with some of their plans. And so far, the Link organisation likes what they're hearing.
It's all about keeping an eye on health and adult social care services. The government does want all service providers to be much more accountable to their public and patients, and the Link is the way for local communities to have their say, make their voice heard. So it's a community organisation run by members, supported by a voluntary organisation which provides the administration, and we work with providers, feeding back what people have to say about their experiences and suggesting ways that they could perhaps be improved.